I wasn't there. I had money graduation. But no, he's fighting. Yes, he was fighting. He scored and had his fifth. Yeah, he played all summer. Is Christy coming? No, she'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, I saw her yesterday. We talked. She comes back tomorrow. Oh, she's gone. It's our last day of 6th grade, huh? London graduated yesterday from Philip, right? You know, I'm like, what are you going to do today? I'm going to watch YouTube and TV. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. London? She's a little taller than some of the kids in the class. There's one girl that like fought like that. It was just like I told him that I tried to do it. I'm like, I watched the video, but when I told him, I said, she served and she was like running in there, getting stop on. A little long legs. I approved it, but I didn't approve it. Because I got free time in this military. If you text me tonight to come get you, I'm going to leave my phone on, but you're going to have to call me a couple times. I don't get a response. Oh, you're not trying to go after this time. Oh, nobody let it know. Yeah. What did you get from that last time? The burger? No pork sandwich? Where's Kate at? Really? Gotta start putting like spare parts in a Ziploc bag and just keep them in. Go! Yeah, that's the kid that helped us yesterday morning. Yeah, he's good. He plays for Faith. He's a good kid. Babe, I'm going down here. Work the door. Yeah.
All right, welcome back. We're here in the same facility in City National Arena on the other sheet this time. Rocky Mountain Warriors set to face off here against the Vegas Junior Knights.
Let's go, Seven!
It's coming off of a commanding win yesterday, 8-5 over On Top Hockey. Before that, a 3-3 tie with the Canada Crushers. Set to go here, just a little bit late of a start. Supposed to start at noon Pacific time, so just about 7 or 8 minutes after that. Boys looking for their second win on the tournament. They did play the Vegas Junior Knights last year. Won a thrilling victory in a 5 overtime kind of a one-on-one at the end there. They play a 5-on-5, 4-on-4, 3-on-3. It got all the way down to a one-on-one overtime, and the Warriors prevailed. That was the last time these two teams had faced each other. So we'll see what happens here today. Osler and Phillips on defense. Phillips behind his own net. Puck chipped around, picked up by Robotham. Trying to play it out. Looking for Walcott. It's broken up there by the Knights. Puck squirts out. Robotham trying to one-hand it ahead. Poked away momentarily, but then picked up by Walcott. He'll dump it in the zone. Puck slides around behind the Knights' net. Picked up by Vegas. They'll try to slide it up the far boards there. Nice pick set by the referee. That helps the Warriors. They slide it around the near side. Busted exchange there by the Knights, and they try to send it out. Comes all the way back to center ice for Phillips. Phillips plays it over to Osler. They'll chip it up the boards into the neutral zone, but it's picked up by the Knights, and they'll dump it in, trying to wait for their opponent to get, or their teammate, I should say, to get back on sides. They'll just dump it in. Phillips picks it up, trying to run the breakout. Chipped off the boards up the center ice by Wilmot. Wilmot picks it up. He's got Russell streaking in the center. Shot goes high up off the glass on the far side. Picked up by Curtin at the point. Trying to find Russell on the far boards. Russell looking for a backdoor pass to Moss, just off of his stick. Good look there from Russell to Moss. Moss back in the center. He sent it to Russell. Return the exchange the other direction there, but Russell had a poke check before he could get a good shot off. Curtin pinching in, trying to keep it alive. Does a good job to break up the play. Warriors keep it in the zone, but they'll have to regroup and get back on sides. Russell with the toe drag, trying to get around one more defender, trying to play it through his legs. It's poke checked away. Puck comes back into the Warriors zone. They'll play it all the way up. Just past Warrior forwards they were looking for. I think they were trying to find Russell, but just under his stick. Goes all the way down across the red line. We get our first stoppage in play here. 13:07 remaining in the first. Icing is the call. Faceoff comes back down in the Warrior zone, just to the left of Rusniak. Face-off controlled by the Warriors. They jump right through the defense. Howick is streaking in. They'll dump the puck in to keep the play on sides. Bangs off behind the net. Warriors try to clear it out. Comes right back. Pass over to Howick. Poke checked away before he can pull the trigger. Osler skating backwards along with Phillips on D. Streaking back is Wald. Wald gets there just in time to intercept the pass. He'll send that around the far sides for Fuller. Fuller tied up over there with the Vegas Knights. Phillips adds support there, kicks it back.
There you go, there you go.
Everybody home though, picked up by the Knights.
There you go.
Broken up on the near side as they're trying to play it back to the point. A good stick by Howick. Puck squirts back to Osler. Osler, front of his net, chips it ahead. Center ice. On the far side, dumped ahead by Fuller. He'll head back for a line change. Shot on net there by Fuller before he heads back. Robotham with a good forecheck. Breaks up the play as they were trying to clear the zone. He keeps it in. Robotham pursuing in the corner. Depew back on the point. Thought about trying to keep it in, but he'll bring it back to the neutral zone and dump it back in. Walcott pursuing, forces a pass, gets dumped in by the Knights. Circles behind the net where it's picked up by Curtin. Curtin trying to get the breakout over to Robotham, but it's poke checked by the Vegas Knights. Curtin regains control, trying to clear it out, but a good stick there by Vegas keeps it alive, but it does clear the zone. They'll have to retreat back to center ice and regroup. Check right at the blue line there. Good check by Curtin. Separates the puck from the Knights forward on the far side. They'll chip it around off the glass, trying to break it out up the near side here.
Come on, Parker!
He finds Welsh. Welsh over the blue line. He'll dump it in. Walcott pursuing behind the net with Welsh in tow. Walcott comes away with it, trying to bring it back to the boards for Moss. Moss picks up the pass. Poke checked away though inside the circle, and Vegas will break it out the other direction. Picked off by Moss though. Osler will chip it in. Picked up by the Knights. Knights back in their own zone below the blue line. Good forecheck pressure by Moss. Wilmot keeps it alive. He dumps it down low to Moss behind the net. Moss trying to find a pass. Wilmot goes around. Loose puck trickles back to the crease, and the Knights goalie will just cover that up. 10:32 remaining here. Warriors control the faceoff. They lost the handle, and Vegas jumps through the traffic. Osler and Russell back. Phillips back as well. Knights will retreat back in the neutral zone. Outlet pass goes all the way through the traffic. Tip, but no icing. Phillips plays it back, looking for Russell. Picked up momentarily, though, by Wilmot. Wilmot and Russell trying to get across the blue line to keep the play alive. Poke checked away by the Knights, and Osler will retreat and pick up the puck. He plays it behind the board, or behind the net, I should say, over to Phillips. Off the boards. Moss trying to chip it up and out of the zone, but it's kept in by the Knights. Wilmot, or Russell, I should say. Russell through the neutral zone. Vegas Knights player blew a tire back there. Just over the blue line was Moss. Offside call as Russell was streaking in. Sometimes it's just that extra stick move. One more puck handle slows up the zone entry, and streaking winger gets ahead of the play. Results in an offsides. 9:41 remaining. Period number 1, no score. They are keeping track of the shots, it looks like, on the board. They have it 1-0 for the Warriors. Alec in pursuit. A good poke check by Vegas prevents him from getting a shot off. Wall down there as well. Howard trying to chip it around. Looking for Fuller. Fuller picks up the loose puck, trying to play it back to the point for Depew. Depew will dump it back down low. Looking for Fuller. Just out of his reach, but the Vegas player fans on it and picked up by Wald. They'll play it back to the point for Curtin. Curtin loses the handle momentarily, and it does come out. Just trickled over the blue line. Offsides calls. He was trying to play a D-to-D over to the right side, but just trickled past the blue line. We get another offsides right here at center ice. Vegas controls. They retreat back in their own zone, but kind of slow to grab the puck. And they'll eventually chip it out. Warriors regroup. Nice sauce pass over the traffic. Looking for Rabathin on the near side. Chipped away, though, by Vegas. Depew picks up the puck in the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. Rabathin behind the net, trying to poke check it away. Breaks up the play momentarily. Welsh was there, but Vegas chips it around him. Through the neutral zone. Good back check here by the Warriors. Walcott with a back check, poked it around the boards, trying to clear it out, looking for Rabathin, but it's kept in momentarily by Vegas. D-to-D pass for Vegas. Rabathin with the poke check, trying to keep it in, but it does squirt out of the zone. Delayed offsides is okay. Rabathin was back checking. Warriors dump it in. Walcott pursuing. Moss there as well. He breaks it up. Picked up by Russell. Russell on the near side, over the blue line. Zone entry. Down to the circle, trying to find a shot or a backdoor pass. Off the side of the cage. Comes back to the point, just out of the reach. Tipped by Phillips. No icing.
Come on, George! Let's go!
Bruchniak plays it over Wilmot. Good sauce pass over the traffic to Moss. Moss enters on the left side. Shot doesn't get through the defense. Home game here for the Knights, so you got a lot of fans for the home team here.
There you go, nice hit.
Big hit behind the net. Picked up by Wilmot on the far side. Wilmot streaking up through the neutral zone. He's got Osler in the slot. Just passes it behind the net, looking for Osler. Osler trying to find Russell there, top of the slot. Poke checked away by Vegas. It'll come all the way back to center ice. Phillips, sauce pass looking for Moss. No icing, chipped over his stick. Got touched, but couldn't corral it, so they wave off icing. Poke check there by Moss, keeps it alive momentarily, but Vegas clears it through the neutral zone. Poke checked away by Curtin. Osler behind the net, back to Curtin. Trying to do a little back and forth. Vegas centers it, shot from the point. Wilmot got a stick, or a skate on it, I should say, never got to Rusniak. Warriors clear it, but it gets broken up by Vegas in center ice.
Got it. There you go. Good. Go.
Vegas rushing the other direction. Poke check there by Depew. They break it up. Wilmot behind the net. Vegas picks it up, though, trying to get around the backside of the net and find someone in the slot. Good check by Wilmot. They'll play it up the near side for Howick. Howick breaks it over to Fuller. Fuller up the right side. Finds a gap, gets a shot off. Goes wide, though. Just over 6 minutes remaining here in the first. Warriors kept it in, right on the blue line. Puck squirts towards the net, turned aside by the Vegas goalie. They'll play it back around their own net onto the far side. Knights keep it in. They play it back down low. Good job by Rabathin to keep it alive. He's looking for Fuller. Fuller back to Rabathin. Tough shot, looking for a rebound. They play it back to the point. Comes back to Osler. Osler trying to toe drag around some traffic and get a shot. Depew, the only man back. 2-on-1 for Vegas. Back checking is Osler. Shot goes wide right over the glove of Rusniak. He had his glove up, but it was wide right. It goes off the glass. Osler chipped it over to Howick. Howick takes a shot. Goes off the Vegas Knights defender off the shin guard. Never got through. Vegas the other direction. Shot goes wide. Phillips was in front of Rusniak. Neither one of them got a piece of it. It was wide left. Osler skates around some traffic. Neutral zone pass looking for Walcott. Poked away by Vegas. You can hear a lot of hometown support here for the Vegas Knights. Warriors flip it up and out of the zone. Walcott picked it up after his knockdown by the Knights. Plays it over to Welsh. Welsh trying to get a shot. Poke checked away, though. By the Knights. Comes back into the neutral zone. Warriors will dump it in. Knights regroup. Top of the circle, trying to get it out of the zone. Comes over to Welsh. Welsh trying to play it around some traffic. Gets poked back the blue line, but kept in by Osler. Osler back to Welsh. Bouncing it over, looking for Walcott. Couldn't get through.
There you go.
Osler retreat in his own zone, trying to skate through some traffic. Dumps it back, looking for Osler momentarily, but then he'll poke it ahead to the neutral zone.
Bring it, bring it, bring it!
Knights will pick it up, dump it in off the boards, trying to get something to bounce back into the slot, but it's picked up by Phillips. Phillips behind the net, bodies up his man.
Go get him! Come on, Hudson!
Looking for an outlet pass here, goes off the stick of Wilmot, trying to find Welsh. Poke checked away. Phillips picks it up. Just over the red line, he'll dump it in and head back to the bench for a line change. Onto the ice comes Russell and Curtin. Puck squirts out of the zone. They'll dump it back in. They've got to get back on sides and touch up.
Bring it up, bring it up!
Vegas goalie behind his own net plays it over to a defender. Dangerous play behind the net with the goalie and the defender back there.
Come on, you got a chip, man!
Intercepted by Curtin on the far boards. Trying to get it over to Russell. Sauce pass back to the point. Picked up by Wilmot. Fires a shot, goes wide, and picked up by Vegas. Vegas through the neutral zone, but
There you go, there you go!
picked off momentarily by Russell. Goes off his stick and picked up by the Knights.
Someone go get him.
Good poke check, though, and Depew picks up the puck behind his own net. Around some traffic on the far side, off the boards. They play it back to the middle for Wilmot. Wilmot's got Russell. He drops it back to Russell. Get a shot right on target. Loose puck. Vegas goalie made the initial save. It trickled down and kind of sat on top of his leg pads. He covers it up for a stoppage here with a little under 3 minutes remaining in the first. They have the shot count 3-0 in favor of the Warriors. Face-off controlled by Vegas. They streak up the left side. Good check there by Osler as he pitches off on the near boards and separates the puck from the Vegas forward. Fuller and Phillips on the far side. They get it out of the zone. Howick tries to chip it ahead. Looking for Wald. Loose puck picked up by Wald as the Knights defender fell down. Fuller around some traffic. He'll circle behind the Vegas net. Trying to find an opening. They play it back to Osler, top of the slot. Shot turned aside by the Vegas defender, never got to the goal. 2 minutes remaining here in this first period. Hard pass all the way through the slot. Nobody home. The Knights try to chip it away. Comes back into the neutral zone where Howard retreats to pick it up. Or Howard picks it up, I should say. Howard over the blue line. Trying to dump it into the slot. Picked off by the Knights. Phillips will dump it back in, right back into the Vegas zone. It's chipped in deep on the Vegas side, picked up by the near side defender. They'll play it D to D and try and chip it up and out of the zone. It does come all the way back to the neutral zone where Phillips will pick it up. Phillips over to Howick on the near side. Howick over the blue line. He's got opportunity for a shot, but it was blocked. Looking for Wald there in the slot. Fuller picks up a loose puck. Chips it off the side of the cage, comes out in front. Burton streaking back, 2-on-1, turns into a 2-on-0.
Yes!
You can hear the hometown crowd. Arena's full of the hometown Vegas crowd here. Tough play there as they get behind Rusniak on a 2-on-0. Vegas strikes first with their first shot of the game. Comes off of a 2-on-0 breakaway, and Vegas is up 1-0 here with just over a minute remaining in the first. Warriors control, play it off the boards into the neutral zone, looking for Rabathan or Welsh, but it's broken up.
Bring it!
Wald and Depew exchange the puck.
Good job!
Can't quite get it out, comes back to the blue line.
Look in the middle!
Vegas trying to find someone in the slot, but it's broken up. Rabathan takes a big check, trying to leave the zone. Walcott trying to return the favor. It's picked up by Depew. Depew sends it out of the zone, looking for Rabathan. Goes off the back of the stick, broken up by Vegas.
Smart! There you go. Good! Go!
Vegas up the left side, zone entry on the near boards. Poke checked away momentarily by Depew, but Vegas keeps it alive. Centering pass on target. Curtin picks it off right in the slot. And they play it up to Walcott.
Go get it!
Couldn't quite clear it out. It comes right back behind the Warriors' net.
Yeah! Oh!
Shot goes wide left, looking for a tip, and that'll do it at the end of the first period. Your score 1-0. A little back and forth, pretty even in the early part, and then later in the period, a lot of pressure in the offensive zone for Vegas. They eventually convert. Shots are 4-3 in favor of the Warriors. Just haven't been able to find the back of the net yet, but move on to period number 2 here as they switch from 15 to 20-minute periods for period number 2 and 3. This will be the only game today. There's one more scheduled for tomorrow, and then it's sort of a TBD bracket format after that. Might be a Saturday night game, and then we'll see what happens after that for Sunday. Boys have a little team building event I mentioned yesterday. They're headed to Top Golf after this, so do a little bonding over some golf outside in the Vegas heat. It's about 95 today, I believe. 96 was the high I think I saw in the forecast, so in the shade at Top Golf, but good chance for some more team building. Boys did have a team dinner last night at this facility. There's a restaurant in between the two sheets here, so it looks over both sides of the ice. They're both sides of the building, I should say. So after the game yesterday, after the on-top game, the boys came up and had a big table and had a chance to have dinner together as well, so they'll do that today with a late lunch at Top Golf. Teams with flip sides. A long change, as they'll say, because the bench now is on the far side for the Warriors, trying to get a shift change. And we're underway in the second. Vegas controls the faceoff. They'll dump it in. Turned away immediately by Osler. He plays it up the far sides. Looking for Moss. Shot goes wide. Warriors trying to get it back to the point, looking for Phillips, but it's poke checked away. Phillips keeps it in right on the blue line. Got tangled up with 21. Phillips got the better of that one. 21 for Vegas, I should say. 21 and 21 going at it. Kept in at the point. Little sauce pass over to the near side. Russell spins around trying to find an opening, but it's poke checked away by Vegas. Comes out. Vegas controls. Russell with a big check. Separates the puck from the defender, but Vegas comes away with it behind the net. Shot goes wide off the side of the cage. Russell trying to play around some traffic. It's poke checked away momentarily. Wilmot comes away with it. Wilmot looking for a pass in the slot. Back door goes off the skates of Russell. Just couldn't quite get a stick on it. Russell trying to play it back to Moss. Comes all the way back out where Phillips will retreat. He plays it off the boards, trying to find Moss, and he chips it back in. Russell and Wilmot chasing.
Chip it. There you go.
Vegas clears it back to the neutral zone where it's picked up by Curtin. Orioles will reset. Plays it over to Russell on the near side. Russell will flip it in. Circling behind the net, picked up by the Vegas goalie. Russell to the bench. On comes Fuller. Warriors pick it up. Circling behind the net, looking for a wraparound. Almost got it in there. The leg pad was not quite there when he tried the wraparound, but it closed the gap just in time. A little window there. They play it back to the point, but can't quite clear it. Curtin with a shot. Goes off a Vegas defender's abdomen. Looks like it was right between the breezers and the shoulder pads. Can't quite clear it.
Get down there!
Picked up by Waldy, fires a shot. Goes wide into the corner. Vegas chips it back to the neutral zone again. Curtin's there to pick it up. Warriors back on side. Curtin dumps it in. Vegas trying to play it back out 2-on-2 here. Through center ice. Back checking is Fuller. Curtin and Depew on D. It's picked up by Curtin behind his own net. Outlet pass. Slowed down by Vegas, which was perfect. Picked up by Howick. Howick trying to find Wald. Plays it over, turned aside by the Vegas goalie. Trying to find Howick in the slot there. Wald and Fuller on the near boards. Vegas comes away with it. They play it back to center ice. Howick pursuing. Phillips and Curtin back on D. Puck slides around the boards. Vegas picks it up. Checked there by Wald. Loose puck squirts out to Fuller. Fuller looks for Howick on the far side. Howick fires a shot just to keep the play on side. Dumps it into the far board, the near corner, I should say. Puck comes back to Curtin, fires it into the crease. Trying to find Wald, but the goalie covers it up. We'll get a stoppage in play here with 16:57 remaining in the second. Shots are 5-3 now in favor of the Warriors. Still looking for that first goal to convert. Keeping the pressure on. Phillips and Osler are your defensemen. Walcott will take the face-off, and he's got Rabathan and Welsh on the wings. Loose puck on the boards. Picked up by Vegas. They play it off the glass and out of the zone. Phillips will retreat and pick up the loose puck. He backhands it back to Walcott. Walcott up the boards. Picked off the neutral zone by Vegas, though.
Go!
Rabathan and Phillips in the far corner. Two Vegas Knights. One of them spins Phillips down. Poke checked away. Good play there by Walcott.
Keep it in!
Walcott flips it out of the zone onto the far side, just out of the reach, though, of Osler. Osler trying to go for the check. The Vegas Knights player skates around him. Loose puck, blocked by Phillips. Phillips plays it over to Welsh, and Welsh chipped it ahead. Rabathan got upended. He'll head back to the bench.
Nice!
Loose puck, and Phillips will let that one float all the way to the glove of Rusniak. Saw that one all the way, just decided not to tip that one and let Rusniak glove that one down. We'll get a stoppage in play here at 15:58 and a face-off just to the left of the Warriors' net. Loose puck right in front, shot just underneath sprawling Rusniak. They played a quick play to the back door. Vegas forward was there, and just as Rusniak is sliding over, Vegas tucks it under him. Vegas goes up 2-0 here, right off the face-off. A quick play to the winger and a quick shot. Vegas stretches out the lead to 2-0.
In front of him.
Russell pursuing, trying to do the same thing that Vegas did here with a quick play back
Pressure. Stay in front of
the
it.
offensive zone. Just couldn't get it to the slot. Nobody home there on the pass. Burton dumps it back in. The Warriors have to touch up and get back on sides. Trying to play it out, but Wilmot keeps it in. Moss over there along with Russell.
Good.
They play it back. It comes back to the point for Depew. Quick shot looking for a tip there. Russell got a stick on it, but kind of kicked it aside. Took it off target. Russell picks up the loose puck though. Backhands it out, looking for a quick shot. Goes behind the net.
Get to it.
Curtin plays it back to Wilmot.
Good, Ricky. Good save.
Blocker save by the Vegas goalie. That was heading right towards the
Go
top left
now.
corner.
Come on, boys.
Wilmot turns around,
Good,
fires.
Ricky.
Glove save by the Vegas goalie. Wilmot got some heat on that. Looking for the right side of the net there, but a glove save by the Vegas goalie. Sixth shot of the game for the Warriors. Wall to take the face off. Howick and Welsh are your wingers, or Howick and Fuller. Howick and Fuller are your wingers. Phillips and Osler on D. They'll swap centers here. They want Fuller to take the face off now. Now they're going to have Howick take the face off. Howick wins it back, trying to find Philly. Doesn't quite get back to the point. Fuller keeps it in just under the blue line. He'll skate to the far side, trying to find an opening shot. Glove save by the Vegas goalie. Will hang on to that. We'll do a face-off on the other dot. Face-off controlled by the Warriors. They play it back to the right D. Snap shot, looking for a tip right in front. Fuller there, loose puck, and they get it in. Wasn't quite sure who snuck that one in, but similar to the Vegas second goal, right off the face-off, quick shot on net. Second attempt beats the Vegas goalie, and that would be the 9th shot of the game here, and the Warriors convert. They close the gap to 2-1 here. 14 and a half minutes or so remaining in this second period. Warriors pursue the puck in the Vegas zone, but chipped up to the blue line, but not out. Warriors kept it in, looking for a backdoor pass there. Welsh just bounced over his stick. He sends it right back to the slot. Loose puck goes behind the Vegas net. Welsh pursuing. Walkout over there as well. He does a good job to break it up and keep it in the zone.
Go now. Go.
Lost the handle momentarily. They played ahead behind the defense. Osler back checking though. Good stick by Osler. Loose puck kicked ahead by Wilmot. Comes back to Phillips. Phillips will dump it in. Was shoved by 5 after a check from Phillips on number 5. They'll play it back around to the point.
Send it, send it.
Comes up to Vegas. They'll chip it out of the zone. Orioles will dump it back in. Osler dumps it in the near corner. Vegas circling behind their own net. Walcott pursuing.
Go! Let go!
Touch pass over to the far boards. Vegas will dump it in.
Quick, quick!
Osler and Walcott behind their own net. Walcott chips it around to the far boards. Big check there. Phillips goes in and takes the worst of that check. Vegas trying to get a centering pass, broken up by Phillips. They turn around and fire a shot, but turned aside by Rusniak. Walcott clears it up and out of the zone. Vegas will dump it back in, right onto the stick of the Warriors. Osler circling around.
Good.
High stick played right there by Vegas. They can't touch it because of the high stick. They let it go, and it's picked up by Welsh. Trying to find Russell in the slot. I believe that was Wilmot, looking for Wilmot in the slot. Curtin picks it up. Welsh hustling back, just not quite back on side before his zone entry on the far side. And Get an offsides call here.
Let's go. Push.
Face-off controlled by the Warriors. Goes right onto the stick, or the skate, I should say, of the referee.
Let's go,
Dumped in on target. Not really considered a shot, but turned away by the Vegas goalie. Loose puck comes all the way back. Trying to pull the trigger there was Wald. Comes back to the blue line. Shot saved by the Vegas goalie. Comes back to Curtin. Curtin will play it down low. Trying to find Moss. Looking back in the slot. Had Wald streaking, but it was tipped away by Vegas. Wald was right there in the high slot, but a good poke check by Vegas prevents the shot. Timely poke check by the Warriors of their own. Moss plays it out, looking for Fuller. Goes off the side of Fuller's skate and is broken up. Fuller keeps it alive on the blue line. Looking for a shot, got tipped by the Vegas stick. It was high over the crossbar.
Now go!
And off the glass. An outlet pass to the right side, just a little out of the reach of the Vegas forward. Shot on target. See if they count that as a shot. It was turned aside by Rusniak. Just barely got a stick on it.
Come on, George!
Curtin streaking up the left side. Drop pass for Moss. Moss trying to fire it through the legs. Blocked by the Vegas forward. He chips it ahead. DePuy back checking. Breaks it up in the near corner. 11 and a half minutes remaining here in the second period.
Back!
Vegas plays it back to the point, but it bounces over the stick of their right D. They'll regroup in the neutral zone. They play it ahead, but too far. Picked up by DePuy. Fuller trying to chip it out, but Vegas picks it up. Looking for a pass in the slot, but broken up. I believe that was DePuy that kicked it out. All the way back to
There you go!
Vegas zone. They'll pick it up and play it to center ice.
Yes!
Pass right through the defense, but broken up by Russell. DePuy sends it around looking for Wilmot. Wilmot skates around some traffic. Plays it back, skating around Russell. They've turned it into a 3-on-1. Howick drags his foot to stay on side. Wilmot loses an edge and picks up the puck in the corner.
Behind you!
Go trying to get through some traffic and play it back to the slot. And Howick on the back door, but he delivers a check, comes back and regains control of the puck. They play it back to Osler. Osler off the boards over to Phillips. Phillips touch pass to Wilmot. Wilmot looking for Russell, just goes behind him. Poked away momentarily by Howick. Russell drags his foot close to offside. Keeps it on sides. Wilmot firing a shot in the slot, goes off the stick of a skate of a Vegas defender. They play it behind the net looking for Russell. Wilmot over there as well, but Vegas clears it out. Good stick by Osler, breaks it up. Vegas pokes it in, but Phillips is there. Good pass over to Russell, trying to skate around some traffic. Russell plays it at the blue line, comes all the way over to Wilmot. Shot. Leg pad save, goes off the side. Off to the left side, I should say. Russell picks up the loose puck. High slot, looking for Wilmot right there. Taps it over back door, looking for Howick. It was broken up. Right in front is Wilmot. Shot fired right on target. Just too close a range there, trying to get around the goalie. Fired a shot, but really nowhere to put that one. Maybe play it around him with a little toe drag or something, but point blank range, right into the basket of the Vegas goalie. He hangs on. We'll get a face off here to the left of the Vegas net. Let's see what they're discussing here.
Oh, my son's smart.
What was the call?
As he was leaving.
What was that call?
I think he said hit one of our players on the head with his stick.
Oh, gotcha. It sounded like one of the Vegas parents saw the call that one of our players tapped a guy on the head with a stick, so they called it an egregious penalty and has left the game. Who was that? That left. Did you catch that number? I didn't see the sweater when he walked out.
One of the really culprits. So probably Russell or Sterling.
Okay, it could have been Wilmot or Russell. We'll see. I just didn't catch him as he left the ice, but one of the taller skaters. I'll try to take a peek here and see who's still on the ice. I see Russell out there, so maybe it was Wilmot potentially. Number 98, possibly. I'm sorry I didn't catch that, but I believe it might have been Wilmot that got sent to the locker room, and they're saying it was essentially a stick to the head, maybe after the play, a retaliation. They will have to serve a penalty, so they'll put Rabothan in the box here to serve the minor, or it could be a major. We'll see what happens. But I'm not sure what they'll put on the board.
Let's go!
98. Okay, it was Wilmot. So Wilmot to the locker room. And they're going to do a 5-minute major. Yeah, he has like... So I think I heard a 5-minute major in the background, so... He had 2 minutes on the board momentarily. And they've got 98 on the board, even though Rabothan is going to serve the penalty. You got it up there as 3 minutes. Kind of an odd time. There's 2-minute minors and there's 5-minute majors, but they've got it on there for 3. I'm not sure if that's the official time. We'll see what they do. Shots are 12-5 in favor of the Warriors. We'll see what they do for the time here. It's normally a 5-minute major, and the difference in a major and a minor, for those who may not know, does not change anything with the shorthanded situation if the Vegas Knights were to score. So normally after a minor penalty, if the opposing team scores, you get to bring your player back out of the box. A major would mean the player stays in the box regardless of how many times the opposition scores. So we'll see what they do. Now they've got it to 2 minutes, so maybe it's not a major penalty.
I didn't hear it.
If you want to just keep tapping back, you can go back to it. I'll try to catch a look here. I've got the iPad running. Now it's back to 3 minutes. We'll see. I'm not gonna report on that until the play starts. We'll see what they end up deciding to do. But 9:31 remaining. I'm trying to take a peek on the iPad and see if it was an obvious play. All right, they've got 3 minutes up there, which is more than a minor. So shot saved by Rusniak. Another shot saved by Rusniak. Didn't see much on the iPad here. If you folks at home rewind the YouTube a little bit and check it out. I'm not sure it was real obvious, but and the Vegas Knights get it in on the second attempt there. It's about 15 seconds or so into the penalty. You got 2:46 remaining on the penalty, and Vegas goes up 3-1. It appeared there was a little shoving after the fact in that play that sent Wilmot off the ice, but
Like 9:50.
about 9:50 or so if you're watching the clock. If you want to go back and see if you can see anything, but 9:50 or so is the infraction. Vegas Knights are, the coaching staff is, the Knights are saying that it is a major penalty. There should not be 5 Warriors on the ice. It's not a normal minor penalty, but
It's a major!
yeah, the referees are correcting
There
this
you
now.
go, Dustin! Yeah!
.244
Offside.
left to kill.
Come on, George!
Depew takes a big hit at the blue line, slow to get up, but he's back on his feet. Just over 9 minutes remaining.
Come on, keep going!
Warriors looking to ice the puck and get it out of the zone. Puck stopped by the Knights goalie. He'll send it, the defender sends it around to the corner. Good pressure by Russell here, being down a man. Keep it in the Vegas zone. Curtin goes over for a poke check and gets it back, dumped into the Vegas zone.
Good, good, turn now, go!
Russell pursuing,
Bring it up!
picked up by the Knights.
Come on, son! Come on, George, pitch!
Pretty animated fans here.
You get it now!
They're also pursuing. The Vegas Knights goalie comes out of the net. He'll play it up to his forward. They play it off the boards. Shot goes wide right into the corner. This puck picked up by the Warriors, I should say. Played on the far side, trying to stay on side with Wald, but lost an edge trying to toe drag and keep his foot on the blue line. I'm not sure if this Knights dad thinks that his players can hear him, but it's kind of hard to hear over him.
Go! Get off!
A little back and forth exchange in the neutral zone. Comes back to the Warriors. Osler plays it off the glass. They're allowed to ice it on a penalty kill.
Quick!
1 minute remaining in the major penalty.
Get off!
Knights played up to the neutral
There
zone.
it is, go!
Across the blue line, looking for a shot, top of the slot. Glove save by Rusniak. He'll hang on to it. We'll get a face-off here with 17 remaining in the second. And more importantly, 46 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Warriors control the face-off. They flip it up off the boards, but not out of the zone. Dumped right back in. Goes past Phillips over to Osler. Osler off the glass. The glove down by Vegas. Centering pass goes through the slot. Comes all the way back to the point for Vegas. They let a shot fly through the defense, but into the glove of Rusniak. He'll hang on to it for another face-off. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty. Face-off controlled by the Warriors. They played off the glass. Can't quite tell. Didn't leave the zone. Comes back into the Warriors' stick, and they'll ice it up all the way down. Actually looking for Fuller. Had a chance at that. Trickles behind the net, and Vegas controls. 15 seconds remaining on the penalty. Walcott trying to play it back for Curtin, just out of his reach, but Rusniak will stop it. Walcott hits the brakes. Or Curtin, I should say, hits the brakes. Lets the Vegas player go by, and we'll ice it one more time, and that'll do it. Penalty is over. Should have another player on the ice now. Warriors bench not noticing the clock has expired here. They need a fifth player on the ice. Just over 6 minutes remaining. It could be a situation where not sure if they have to wait for a stoppage and play on a major.
There you go!
Warriors are down a man and should have 5 on the ice.
We've got 4 players! Put a man on!
Play it over to Wald. Or Walcott, I should say.
Bring it up!
Might be a situation where they have to wait for a whistle before the major penalty is over. We'll see. Do they have to wait for a stoppage on a major? I'm not sure. Could have been a 5-minute major, and they're just not reflecting on the scoreboard. I'm not sure, but he seems to still be serving additional time. Rabothan still in the box, serving out the major. And the Warriors still shorthanded, so I'm not sure what's going on there. The penalty's expired on the clock, and maybe they just couldn't get 5 minutes on there for some reason.
Good.
Phillips retreats in his own zone. Backhands it over, D-to-D pass. Slips back into the zone to burn some more clock. So apparently, the penalty continues. They're allowed to ice it. The Warriors are trying to burn some more clock. We'll keep an eye on the box here and see when Rabothan comes back to the ice. Cross ice pass too far for the Vegas forward, and Phillips will chip it back out.
Get there!
Welsh pursuing, but it's turned aside by Vegas. They'll dump it back into the Warriors zone. Phillips skates back to pick it up. They'll play it over the near side, chipped ahead, a little give and go, trying to find Wald. Picked up by Osler, who will just send it back into the zone.
Go!
Vegas behind their own net. They'll play it ahead just too far. Puck comes back to Osler. He plays it across the ice. Puck chips up and into the Vegas bench. Stoppage in play here as a puck got chipped over the boards. Warriors back to full strength here. I didn't notice at what point on the clock that happened. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Did appear to be an extra Vegas skater there on the exchange, but no call there. Shots are 13-7 in favor of the Warriors. Just haven't found the back of the net as much. And one of those goals coming on a power play for Vegas. Wald skating around some traffic, almost got through, kept in by Rabotham after the poke check by Vegas.
Good job, Casey.
Rabotham and Wald applying pressure down low, but it's cleared out by Vegas. Depew there at center ice, though. Picks off the Vegas pass and sends it back into the zone. Puck comes back to Curtin at his own blue line. Curtin trying to chip it ahead. Looking for Wald, but it's picked up by Vegas. Wide shot into the glove of Rusnak. He'll hang on to that one for a face-off. With about 3:48 remaining here in period number 2. Face-off controlled by the Knights. They try another quick pass to the back door there, but Warriors got a stick on it. The puck slides back into the crease, and Rusnak will hang on to that one.
Get ready, go.
Puck controlled by Vegas. They play it back to the point. Dumped it back in, but broken up by the Warriors. Streaking up the right side is Russell.
Back it back.
Russell separates his man from the puck. He's got Moss streaking. Tough angle shot. Slides all the way through the crease. Fanned on it and just slid all the way through.
Skate!
Rush broken up by the Warriors at center ice. They dump it back in.
There you go, there you go.
Vegas returns a favor. They dump it back into center ice and enter the zone on the far side. Big check by Philly on the far side.
There you go, there you go. Nice pass.
Philly right there on the slot to break up that centering pass by Vegas. They'll chip it up the far side, up to Russell.
Get back.
Russell and Moss. Moss lost an edge, trying to toe drag there, just lost an edge. Had a little 2-on-1 opportunity there. Warriors offsides. That'll bring the face-off just back outside the zone here with 2:52 remaining in period number 2. Face-off controlled by the Warriors. They'll chip it up on the near boards here, trying to find Fuller. Poke checked away by Vegas. Fuller and Wald. Great pass, backdoor. Wald trying to get a stick on it, just bounced off of it, looking for a backhand there. Fuller and Wald trying to connect. Shot from the point.
Come on.
Blocked by the Vegas defender, never got through. Fuller pursuing. He picks up the puck in the near corner. Slides around the boards, trying to find Wald.
Go, go. Go now, go.
Just squirts out of his reach and it's picked up by Vegas. Curtin back for the Warriors. Walcott back checking as well. Walcott picks up the puck, slides it around the boards.
Ski.
Looking for Wald, but just slides a little too far and it's picked up by Vegas. They play it back to the defenseman. They lose control momentarily. Knights pick it up at center ice and skate into the zone. They'll dump it in behind Rusnak. Intercepted by Curtin behind his net. Trying to play it out. Goes off the skate, dangerous into the crease there, but eventually cleared out. Might have a penalty here as Vegas. Maybe head contact. I think the referee had I'm not sure what that. Contact to the head. 2-minute penalty on Vegas. Contact to the head is what they said.
Be strong, tough. Let's go.
So interesting. Didn't see much on ours, and it's a game misconduct. But contact to the head is 2 minutes for the hometown team. Not sure how that differs, but nevertheless, Warriors on the power play here. 5-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes.
Put it out.
Now they're doing a 5-minute major. That would seem more consistent, although there's no ejection, but a 5-minute major would be more consistent with the previous contact to the head penalty called on the Warriors. Number 16 for Vegas in the box. Appears to be a major penalty, but no ejection, but a major penalty. So Warriors may have 5 minutes of 5-on-4 hockey here, see if they can take advantage.
Let's go.
That's a bad call, man.
See that one? Yeah, go back and see that and maximize that and see if you see that one. We'll go back and check the video and see if we saw that one.
Kill it, Jules. Come on, Sammy.
Play is underway. Warriors control the face-off. Comes back to the point for Osler. Osler has to retreat. Just pulled it outside the zone.
Kill it.
Accidentally.
Come on. Let's kill it. Get on it. Kill it.
Warriors back in the zone. Around some traffic. Trying to get a shot off. Comes back to the point for Osler.
Good.
Trying to get it back
Get
to the
on
point.
here.
Comes back to Phillips. Phillips lets the shot fly. Looking for a tip. Russell right there. Would have been a great one-time, or I should say a great backdoor tip. Just went wide. Phillips plays it back down low.
Be ready.
Behind the net. Trying to find the slot turned aside.
Come on. Don't stand.
Phillips back from the point. Back down low. Centering pass. Top of the slot. Osler pulls around some traffic. Off the side of the net. Welsh trying to get a centering pass. Russell there as well. Loose puck in front.
Hey, blow it!
They won't blow the
Blow
whistle.
it!
Finally blow it dead.
Yeah, it was good. We came in and it was shoulder to the head.
Come on, let's go!
Just trying to do a body check, but
Gotcha. Went back and checked the video.
Come on,
Looks like
George, let's go!
attempted check. Got into the head or the helmet of a Warriors player. So shoulder to the head was the call that drew that 5-minute major. Vegas controls the face-off. They'll clear it down. Goes past a few. Moss retreating as well.
Let's go! Not too deep, not too deep!
DePew circling behind his own net. Across the blue line into the neutral zone.
Get on it!
Down to the left side. Trying to get a drop pass back to Curtin on the point. Curtin plays it over on the far side for Howick. Howick chips it in, trying to find a tip. Goes all the way through the crease. Comes back to DePew. DePew around some traffic, trying to get a centering pass. Poke checked away by Vegas. He'll play it off the boards behind, looking for Curtin.
Come
Curtin
on!
evades some traffic, plays it back out to DePew. Shot tipped, goes behind the net.
Come on, baby! Get to
Howick loose puck on
it!
the dot. Shot
Get
goes
to
behind the
it!
net.
Good! Send it! Send it! There you go. Stop, George!
And that'll do it for period number 2. Still 3:12 remaining on the major penalty to number 16. So they'll do a Zamboni resurface here between periods. Shots on goal are 14-11 in favor of the Warriors. And the score is 3-1 in favor of the Nice. So shot advantage for the Warriors, not on the scoreboard itself. Down 2 goals going into the third period. I'll go ahead and put this on mute here, and we'll come back after the ice resurface.
Let's go, man! Talk out there, boys! Kill it,
All right, we're ready to get underway here.
Let's go, Whippy!
The Vegas dad that was the loudest of the bunch is relocated down a little bit further down the rail, so maybe we'll be able to hear a little bit easier this time.
Kill that tooth! Get it deep, kill it!
We're underway.
Go get it, Jules!
3:12 was the... They've moved it from 3:12 to start the period immediately down to 2 minutes. They peeled off an extra minute of that major for some reason.
Go, Jules!
Now there's only 2 minutes remaining on the major. Not quite sure how they're scoring all this here. Totally agree with the head contact and the zero tolerance, but one of them resulted in an ejection. Another one resulted in what is now only a 4-minute major, because they've dropped the remaining 3 minutes down to 2 when they started the period. Osler plays it back to Phillips. Phillips snapshot from the point, gets blocked by the Vegas defender, doesn't get through. They clear it up and out. All the way back behind the Warriors' net. Phillips picks it up. He'll play it up to Walcott. Walcott dumps it in the near corner. Chasing after it. Picked off, though, by the Vegas Knights. Vegas Knights up the near side across the blue line. Shot on target, goes high over the glass. Rebound right there. Vegas was there for a quick putback, but it goes off the side of the net. Loose puck is eventually cleared out, but dumped right back in by Vegas. There's 5 players on the ice. I'm not sure how Vegas... There's 5 on the ice. Vegas has too many men on the ice. They score a goal. Should be another penalty. They still have 5 on the ice. There's nobody in the box for Vegas. They already took a minute off the penalty when the period started for some reason. There's no player in the box serving it. And then they score a goal with an extra man on the ice. So we'll see how they handle this. It should be another 2-minute penalty for too many men. And it's also interesting that they peeled off an extra minute when the period started. There was 3:12 remaining. They ran it down, took an extra minute off when the game started again. Seen a lot of home cooking, but this is a little unique. It's pretty hard to hide this. The referees seem to be looking at the clock like they understand only 90 seconds or so has elapsed in the period, but the penalty that started at 3:12 now shows 39 seconds, so that's not possible. And actually, during the intermission, it was interesting to watch. The period went from 3:12 to just 12. Or I should say the penalty went from 3:12 to 12. We noticed that. They put the 3 back on the board, but as soon as the period started, they've adjusted it again. So I'm not quite sure how they're scoring all this, but 2 items in question here. There should have been more time on the major remaining, and there should be an additional penalty for too many men.
Let's go, Drew! That wasn't me. That was Veronica.
Echo. I know, keep it down over here, Veronica.
I said you're gonna get me in trouble.
It still seems strange. They have a penalty on the boards here for the Warriors, and they still show 4-1. Very clear that either a lot of home cooking, the scoreboard operator doesn't know what they're doing, or both. They've erased the rest of the major. There was 3:12 remaining on the major when the period started. We're 90 seconds in. The major has been erased, and now there's 2 minutes on the Warriors side. I'm not sure if they knew what they're doing in the box over there. Vegas fans equally confused. It's, super strange.
Clock's wrong. 5
Putting them in the ice. And when the period started, there was 3:12 on that major. It's gone. They jumped down a minute immediately, and then it's gone.
Lovely girl. She's not quite ready.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. She's not.
She's looking like she's ready to play.
Yeah, probably this is her worst day at the office.
Yeah.
For sure. And she was messing with it between periods too, because it said 3:12, but then during the Zamboni it went down to just 12. It took the 3 minutes off.
But I mean, it's the kids, they have to get the call right. The kids need to know and play fair.
100%. 100%.
And then they, like, they're putting a 2-minute penalty on your team for what the coach said.
Yeah, that shouldn't be like.
Kind of right.
Yeah. If that's what they're doing is handing out something on the bench marker, that's their mistake. I'm not quite sure if that, maybe they did intend to put a penalty up there for the Warriors. We'll see what they do here, if they're calling some sort of bench minor, because our coaches are highlighting the mistake by the refs. Is the goal going to stand?
What happened to the major penalty? Let's go! Where's the major?
This is unbelievable. There's a penalty on the Warriors. Howick to serve it. It's not even listed on the clock. It started at 18:26, so presumably down to 16:26, but not sure what the penalty was for. Presumably a bench minor, but Vegas playing with an extra man on the ice the whole time, and the third period started. Really don't know what to say. I'm not sure really what happens. Even if the Warriors did get a penalty, you don't erase the major. Shot on target, blocker save, goes high off the glass. Curtin chips it back into the zone. Good shot there by Moss.
Come on. Go.
Okay, they do have the penalty on the board now. They had it at minute 16. Now they've got it at 4:16. They're giving a major. Apparently, the Vegas major disappeared. Warriors end up with a major. 4 minutes. 4 minutes remaining on the penalty that Howick is serving. I have no idea what's going on here. Vegas burns off 2.5 minutes of the major without having to serve it. Scores the goal. Scores a goal with too many men on the ice. And we get a contact to the head on the stick. Now that resulted in that was an ejection for us. There's a clear stick to the head there at the 17:21 mark, 17:22 mark. That was an ejection for the Warriors, but not for Vegas. Now they've got a 4-minute major. There's a pair of 4-minute majors up there. They get a double minor, actually, I should say. It's a double minor. They have a 4-minute penalty for Vegas. And almost exactly the same amount of time remaining on Howick's major. 3:37 remaining on Howick's major. 3:39 remaining on the double minor for Vegas. Loose puck in front, cleared out by Phillips. Four-on-four hockey here, 16:49 remaining in the third. Player in the box for each team, so a little more open ice here, 4-on-4. DePuy up center ice across the blue line. Shot broken up by the Vegas Knights defender. DePuy picks up the loose puck, circles right back around the slot. Got his stick knocked out. And the Warriors will retreat back to center ice. Picked up by Curtin. Curtin around some traffic. He's got Fuller on the far side. Curtin forced into the corner. Circling behind the Vegas net. This puck picked up by Welsh. Welsh trying to get a centering pass. Tough angle shot on target, saved by the Vegas goalie. 16:08 remaining in the third. 2:42 remaining on the major to Howick. 2:47 on the double minor to number 7 for Vegas. Picked up by Russell. Russell, the touch shot off the cage of the Vegas goalie. He's stunned. He falls back into the net. Dangerous shot there as that Vegas goalie took that shot right off the helmet. And you can see him get woozy, and he fell back into the net. Kind of waving his hair back. Appears to be okay, putting the helmet back on, but maybe it just knocked him off his balance, maybe. Good to see him skate around if he's okay. Shot by Russell right off the cage. This puck comes back to Osler. He'll chip it in. Russell chasing after it. Vegas trying to clear it out, but pushed in by Russell. Russell in front, trying to wrap around the goalie there through the crease and just got it poked away at the last second. Good play by Russell through the crease, but got it poked away. Russell retreats back in the neutral zone. Russell trying to skate through some traffic, poke checked away, though picked up by Walcott. Walcott on the far side. Shot slightly off target, glove save, kicks into the corner. Walcott trying to play it back to the point for Osler, but just out of his reach. Osler retreats all the way behind his own net. Breaks it out up the right side to Walcott. Taps it over to Russell. Russell streaking up the right side. Toe drags around the defender. Trying to do one more toe drag. Shot. And he scores! Russell with the goal. Toe dragging around a couple defenders on his way to the net and then beats the goal. It looked like he might have beat him over the top shoulder after he toe dragged around that last defender. Good play by Russell. And that closes the gap to 2 goals. 4-2 now. Vegas. Big check on the near boards here. Wall to number 13, and we got another stick to the head. Not called. Wall delivered a check to number 13, and 13 put a stick to the head. $14 to the box for Vegas. Trying to call a tight game. It's just not a very consistent game, but I do appreciate them trying to have a zero tolerance for things to the head. But very strange application of some of these rules. Some are majors, some are minors, some are double minors. They're all shots to the head, but all the penalties are handed out very differently. Shot from the point, tipped by Moss right in front, just tipped wide. Got a good stick on it for a tip shot, but tipped it away from the net. Vegas clears it all the way down. Back for Rusniak.
Find a man.
We'll leave it there for Welsh. Curtin, I should say. Vegas flips it back in. Curtin will pick it up again and skate it up the ice. 40 seconds remaining on the penalty to Howick. And then there'd be about a 40-second or so man advantage for the Warriors. Bothan back checking. Plays it off the boards. Trying to find Fuller. He taps it over for Curtin. Curtin up the right side. Over the blue line. Sauce pass over. Trying to get it into the slot there. Looking for Fuller, but broken up by the Knights. Knights cleared all the way back down. Picked up by Rusniak. He plays it over to Depew. Depew up center ice across the red line. Bothan waiting on the blue line. Depew will circle around the net. Right in the slot, trying to play it back to the point. It's picked up by Osler. Osler around some traffic, trying to find a backhand shot. Might have gone off the post, maybe. It had a weird carom when it came back out towards the circle, so it may have hit the post. This puck picked up by Fuller. 3 Vegas defenders back. Fuller will circle around and wait for support. Plays it back to Osler. Warriors on a power play now as the Knights still have 15 seconds remaining on their penalty. Good backdoor pass, blocked. Warriors got a shot off there, but blocked by a Vegas defender. 5 seconds remaining on the man advantage. They play it over to Phillips. Just out of Phillips' reach, goes back into center ice. Loose puck in the neutral zone, picked up by Osler. Big check up ends Osler at center ice. Shaking up a bit, slow to get on his feet. Osler's going to get a penalty here on the retaliation. Osler got up and it right at the 12:35 mark. Might have been just out of the frame here. But yeah, just barely had it out of the frame, but right after the 12:35 mark, it looked like a retaliation play, and Osler goes to the box. They've got him for a 2-minute minor. Maybe a cross-check. Can certainly check a player when he's got the puck, trying to separate him from the puck, but not in the open ice without the puck, so it may have been what was called there. 12.5 minutes remaining here. Loose puck picked up by Russell on the near side. Streaking through center ice, trying to toe drag around the defender and get a shot. Nobody back in support. Finally some help here for the Warriors. Russell plays it back to the point, trying to find Phillips. Poke checked away by the Knights. Russell with a back check. Separates the puck momentarily, but Knights pick it back up. Phillips plays a man into the corner, forces an errant shot. Knights play it back to the point. Trying to play it back down low, but fanned on it momentarily. They dump it in the corner where Curtin is there. Phillips in a battle in the slot. Moss chips it ahead, chasing after it. Moss in pursuit behind the Vegas net. They cleared up the near side. Curtin and Walcott on the near side. Big check by number 14 on Curtin, but Moss comes away with it, one-on-one. Just over the blue line. Trying to get a shot wide though. Trying to evade the defender. Tough angle shot goes wide, and Vegas picks it up behind their own net. Number 12 on the ice there. Same player last year. If you remember the 5 overtime game against the Knights last year, you can find it on my YouTube page. Logan Weisner. There's a little clip that says the 5 overtime goal from Weisner. You can find that one. And it's a great goal by Weisner to win the game against the Knights last year in overtime. And that was, in fact, against that number 12 who just left the ice there. But Weisner not with us in this tournament. But it looks like number 12 for the Knights on the ice. Previous shift for Vegas. It was a fun, exciting way to finish a game. It went all the way down to a one-on-one overtime at the end. Take a peek at that when you get a chance on my YouTube page. It's probably one of the last few videos that I posted since I did not do any broadcasting this season. Wall trying to chip it ahead and clear the zone. Kept in by the Knights, so Fuller over there. This Walcott, they chip it ahead to Howick. Howick shot on target, corralled by the Knights. The Vegas Knights goalie, I should say. 18-13 are the shots in favor of the Warriors. Phillips intercepts the puck at center ice. Too many men on the ice here. 6 players. The player coming off the bench interfered with the play. He was, in fact, the 6th man. And it is number 6 that'll go serve that penalty. Usually that thing's they don't let that, it's not usually a call they'll make if they're just switching shifts really quick, but if the player certainly makes contact with the puck coming on the ice, they got to call that. So 2-minute minor for number 6. 10 minutes remaining here in this third period. Warriors win the faceoff. They play it back to the point. Over to Phillips. Phillips in the slot. Backdoor pass shot. Saved by the Vegas goalie, and they get it in. Warriors with the quick strike on the power play there. Just a couple seconds into that power play. First face-off in the offensive zone. And the Warriors capitalize. A shot from Phillips on the point. To go back and check. See who got the secondary and the actual goal.
Go, 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 go! Help me back!
Can't quite tell. I'll have to go back and watch that later. But Warriors closing the gap. Outlet pass, trying to find Rabathin, streaking through. Picked off by the Knights, number 10, and he'll bang it in. Tie up in the corner with Curtin. Rabathin picks up the loose puck. Skates out behind his own net, plays it off the boards. An icing call. Just a tough angle there, trying to get it. Bang off the boards for a neutral zone pass, but too big of an angle. Carams all the way down across the red line for an icing. Entertaining game here. Shots are 19-13 in favor of the Warriors. Shot goes wide from Vegas behind the net. Howard trying to play it out for Russell. Russell skates around some traffic. He's got Moss in tow. Backdoor pass for Moss. One-timer saved by the Vegas goalie. Russell trying to find Moss there on the back door. Got a great stick on it. Vegas goalie was up to the challenge. Just under 9 minutes remaining here in this final period. 1-goal game. Outlet pass doesn't get out, goes off the skate of a Vegas defender, but eventually chipped out. Comes back to Phillips. Phillips plays it up the far boards, trying to find Howitt. Big check at center ice. Phillips trying to send it right back, but gets tipped by the Vegas player into the bench of the Warriors. It'll be interesting to see what they do at the end of the game here, if there's any sort of protest or review or change to the status of Wilmot. Because normal hockey rules, you get ejected in a game, you have to sit out the next one. But very interesting that a head contact from the Warriors results in an ejection and probably another game missed. Yet 2 different penalties for a check to the head and a stick to the head resulted in a major and a double minor for Vegas, but no ejections. So it might be a case where they can review that and allow Wilmot to play in the next game, since the referees are inconsistently handing out penalties to the head. No ejections for Vegas, even though they served 2 penalties for contact to the head themselves. Loose puck at center ice. They have to let it go. They're offsides as Wald retreats with Fuller to touch up on sides. Vegas controls. Walcott rubs him out on the near boards here. Fuller picks up the loose puck. Stays on his feet. Trying to play it back. Maybe to Depew. Loose puck in front. Shot. Second attempt. Vegas goalie down on the ice. Loose puck in front and he scores! Well, let's see if they say no goal. They're at center ice as if there is a goal, but they're retreating here. Fuller had his hands up like he shot it in immediately. We'll see what they say. It would be par for the course here if it was something complicated, and it's a good goal. I believe that was Fuller who tucked that one in. A loose puck in front, and it appeared that he roofed it over the right shoulder of the goalie. Watching the replay here, loose puck right in front. Fuller bangs it home. There's no doubt about that. The puck may have hit the back of the net and come back under the goalie. Maybe what's in question there, but Fuller celebrated immediately. Shots are now 22-13 in favor of the Warriors. Tight game here. 4-1 at one point after the too many men on the ice goal that Vegas had that was allowed to stand for some reason. The Warriors have fought back. If you recall at the beginning of the third period, that is when the Warriors were trying to trying to take advantage of a major penalty by Vegas. And somehow they were allowed to have 5 men on the ice, scored a goal that stood, and then resulted in a major penalty of our own. They've kind of clawed back from all that mess, tied it back up, and it is now 4-4. Bothan, center ice, trying to poke check away, trying to play the head to Russell. Russell battling through some traffic at center ice, poke checked away by Vegas. Bothan and Phillips back, shot saved by Rusniak, goes in the near corner. Vegas plays it back to the point, shot on target, blocked by Phillips on his skate. Vegas chips it ahead, right on target, loose puck in front, Vegas trying to shoot. Rebound back in, no goal, covered up by Rusniak. Vegas trying to shoot the rebound right back on target to Rusniak, and he covered it up. Initial shot on the near side was saved and kicked over to the far side. They tracked down the rebound and put a quick shot back on Rusniak, but he covered it up.
Smart.
6:08 on the arena clock. Loose puck banged ahead, tipped by Moss. Broken up at center ice though by The clearing attempt from Vegas broken up by the Warriors. They send it in momentarily, but Vegas chips it right back out. Moss on the far side picks up the errant pass by Vegas. Trying to get a cross-ice pass looking for Halleck. Goes off the side of Fuller. Vegas regains control. They enter the zone down the far corner. Trying to play around some traffic. Loose puck is picked up by the Warriors behind their own net. They'll bang it off the boards trying to find Halleck. Halleck up the right side across the blue line. Trying to pull it back for a toe drag. Check there by Fuller on a Vegas player. Separates the puck momentarily, but Vegas eventually clears it out. Curtin trying to poke check it away. Loses the handle. The Depew back. Shot right over the crossbar. Vegas had a great opportunity there. Shot it right over the crossbar. Warriors trying to clear it out. Vegas does a good job to keep it in. Eventually chip back out. And Moss will backhand it. Stopped by a Vegas player at center ice. Osler with a good stick. Breaks up the play. Russell drags it around a defender, streaking up the far side. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Russell trying to pull it back around that last defender, but poke checked away. Shots are 22-5 in favor of the Warriors. Walled in a battle in the near corner. Two players from each side down there battling. Walcott chases after the far corner. Vegas clears it out. Phillips and Osler back. Osler makes a break on the puck, but it goes behind him. Good back check though by Osler. He forces a shot wide. Phillips in the battle with Walcott over there on the far side. Vegas comes away with a quick shot turned aside by Rusniak. 4 minutes remaining in the third period. Russell trying to clear back up the boards, comes back to the Vegas point, who dumps it right back in. Vegas fans wanted him to take a shot there, but it plays it all the way back to the point. Or plays it back in. And then eventually sent back to the point, but it splits the defense, and Vegas will regroup. Loose puck picked up by Wald. Plays it off the boards, trying to find Walcott, but it's intercepted by Vegas. They bring it back to Phillips. Phillips chips it ahead. Quick touch pass from Wald over to Walcott. Walcott across the line. Russell on the right side. Vegas with a timely check. And Osler's right there to chip it back in the zone. Loose puck at center ice. Russell tied up, and Vegas there as well. Osler just chips it in. Heads back to the bench for a line change. Russell on the forecheck. Applying pressure. Welsh there as well. Good stick by Welsh to break up the play. It comes back to Russell. Russell trying to pull it through the legs of a Vegas defender, but he breaks up the play and dumps it back in the Warrior zone. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Warriors trying to chip it out. They regain control. Botham trying to find Russell. He chips it ahead. Russell picks up the loose puck. Pulls the trigger. Shot! Scored! Russell picks up the loose puck. Russell with the shot after Rabathan and Russell breaking into the zone. A couple poke checks by Vegas, but the loose puck ends up on the tape of Russell, and he buries it over the shoulder of the goalie in the top right corner. 2.5 minutes remaining in this third period, and the Warriors have scored 4 unanswered goals. Rabathan pursuing at center ice. Russell and Rabathan still on the ice after the goal, providing pressure here in the offensive zone. Curtin on the far side forces the Vegas defender to hit the brakes. Separates him from the puck. Depew behind the net. Depew steps around to check. Good job by Depew to step around to check and just clear it out of the zone. 2 minutes remaining in the period. Shots are 23-16. Rabathan and Russell again in the zone. Russell trying to drag it through some traffic. Comes back to the point. Osler trying to keep it in, but poke checked away by Vegas. Halleck on the far side. Rabathan trying to chip it ahead, looking for Halleck. Vegas picks it up. 3 men back for the Warriors. Vegas with a pass into the slot, chipped out. Not quite out of the zone, though. It comes over on the far side to Moss. Moss trying to play through the legs of a defender, but it's broken up. 90 seconds remaining in the third period. Pass intercepted right at the blue line. Good stick by Osler. They play it back, comes all the way to Phillips in his own zone. Phillips saucing it up through the center ice, trying to find Howitt. Picked up by Vegas. Moss will just dump it in there, but just behind the red line, so that'll be an icing call. Timeout called by Vegas. A face-off here in the Warriors zone when we resume play. After the icing. Timeout by Vegas. Just a few seconds remaining on that. Exciting game here. A lot of unexplainables with the referee situation and the scoreboard, but still an exciting game nevertheless. Shots are 23-16 in favor of the Warriors. The score is 5-4 in favor of the Warriors. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining in this third period. Face-off controlled by the Warriors. They play it back to Curtin. Wraps it around for Russell. Russell trying to get it ahead. He taps it ahead to Fuller. Fuller streaking up the left side. Gets around one defender. Empty net for Fuller. Broken up. See if they call a penalty shot. We're going to get a hook. They call a hook as Fuller was trying to bury the empty net goal. May just call a regular 2-minute minor here and not a penalty shot. But number 11 goes to the bench for the Knights. No penalty shot. The Knights will bring their goalie back on the ice. And a timeout called now. Presumably by the Warriors, I think is what I saw the indication. We'll see. Nevertheless, see if Vegas pulls their goalie. If they were able to win the face-off and clear the zone, they may still pull their goalie, try to create at least an even strength situation. But right now, 5-on-4 for the Warriors for the final 56 seconds. Don't believe there'll be any overtime or shootouts or anything if Vegas were to if they were to tie this up. It's a pool play game, so they generally don't burn the extra ice time and do any sort of overtime in pool play. But nevertheless, we'll see if the Warriors can hang on to this and not even have to worry about that. Vegas goalie back in the net. Timeout is over. 5-on-4 here. Fuller will take the face off. They win it back to Depew. Depew dumps it back in. Looking for Russell. Fuller in front of the net. Play on the far side for Wald. Wald back to Russell. Vegas tries to clear it out. It rides the glass. Comes back to the point. Good job by the Warriors to keep it alive. Fuller burning clock. Trying to play it back into the slot, but poke checked away. Russell is there. Good job by the Warriors to eat some clock. It's 5-on-4 advantage. They do have an extra man on the ice. Over to Wald on the far side. Shot right on target. Saved by the Vegas goalie. 23 seconds remaining. Warriors doing a great job on the main advantage here to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Preventing Vegas from pulling their goalie. They win the face-off. Shot by Curtin goes off the Vegas defender into the corner. Russell with a little fake picks up the loose puck behind the net. Trying to wrap it around, looking for Walcott. Comes back to the point for Curtin. Curtin keeps it alive after a poke check by Vegas. Quick shot goes off of a Vegas defender's shin guard. Russell happy to skate it out and just burn the clock.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
And that'll do it. Exciting game here. Warriors with 4 unanswered goals after being down 4-1. Clawing back after some very questionable referee calls. A too many men goal by Vegas puts them down 3 goals into the third period. And the Warriors with 4 third period goals prevail 5-4 here at City Arena. City National Arena, I should say.
Let's come back.
Thank you. Very exciting game. Spirited affair, just like the 2 games they played previously last year in this tournament. Good chance we'll see them again. That's the final game for today. We are scheduled for another game tomorrow, but we'll keep you posted on that once they announce maybe the Saturday night options. But we do have one more game tomorrow that's scheduled for pool play. And then TBD after that. Noon game tomorrow, it looks like, on the calendar, and then TBD in the evening. As is tradition here, keep the video running here. They're going to hand out players of the game. Boston Russell gets the player of the game. Key goals in the third period. Completes the comeback for the Warriors. Well, we'll see how it shakes out with Wilmot on the ejection. If, normal rules apply, he may not be able to play in the first game tomorrow on Saturday, but we'll see how that shakes out. Potentially the coaches might have a discussion. I've seen that before with some tournament directors, but if not, we'll be down a player for tomorrow, and we should be back for the afternoon game if there's a bracket game on Saturday night. Signing off for now, 5-4 your final. Warriors with a comeback win. We'll see you tomorrow.